see some of those in this room today. These technology leaders are a very specific group of people. They are residing globally. They are not concentrated in one part of the world, but they are everywhere. They number only about 200 million people on this planet. They're the people who actually decide for the rest of us what we will be doing next. They have an interest to try everything new. They also know if it's useful or not, if it's fun or not, and they will decide to either dump it or to endorse it. We focused on them with our Symbian Series 60 devices, most of which today go under the Nokia N-Series brand, to really understand what makes them tick. They have massively endorsed the innovations that we have brought with these small computers. Out of those 200 million, practically everybody today is going around with the small, natively programmable device in their pocket. In most of the cases, in fact, in more than 50% of the cases, it's a Nokia device. Here in the US, it is not as well populated as in the rest of the world, but still also here the true technology leaders go with these devices. But they take also other brands and other shapes and forms. And lately we have seen this become the real hotspot of the consumer electronics evolution and IT evolution. This is where everybody is converging. The fourth screen, a screen where cool things happen, a screen that's with you all the time and it's active 24/7. It engages you to different activities, from business operations to having fun, to keeping in contact with your family, to experimenting new things, and in fact to develop your own contents by the form of the cameras, text inputs, and the powerful processors that we have put in these devices. We studied these technology leaders intensely. We made some forecasts about their behavior in the past, but today we have a real-time method how we are following their behavior. We have tens, I think at the time of giving this speech, it must be about 100,000 people who have given us the permission to see everything that they are doing with their devices in terms of the activity. And we have an online database where we can see what they actually are doing. And I'll just draw a couple of interesting statistics here to see how the behavior of these 200 million people is changing and what's important for the rest of us after they have adopted. And of the time that they spend using these devices, it's a very big surprise that just 12% of the time that they're using these devices they use for voice communication. Most people have thought that voice communication is still a major part of what people do with these devices. It's an important part, but it's not anymore that dominating. Only 12% of the time that they are using these devices is used for voice communication. When it comes to the data that's used through these devices, actually, because we have built multi-radio capabilities in there, we're seeing that the different radio resources there are used in a way that 31% is actually non-cellular use. And why is it so important? It's important because this is the fast and open channel, not dominated by cellular system and the cellular business system alike. But it's much more like the internet is. And what they do most, 52% of the use of the data traffic that they have actually is done using the browser. Messaging and multimedia applications follow, but browsing on this small device has become, with those 200 million lead consumers in this world, the paradigm how they actually browse most of the time. Because this fourth screen is with them 24/7 wherever they go. So this small device has grown from being a cellular phone with a simple LCD screen into becoming a 24/7 presence machine, a multimedia computer that allows people to be present in the internet 24/7, using their favorite services that they are using in the internet anyhow. With the increased processing capabilities of these devices and other resources we are putting in there, like the larger and better resolution displays, the cameras, and other resources in the devices, it's just starting to grow just in the same way as any other generation of computers has done before. It will allow people to use them in richer ways, and have better experiences, whether it is business-like usage or whether it's usage for fun, entertainment, or communications. Actually, the web is now starting to be really impacted by this small device. We are now living in the middle of Web 2.0, like Tim O'Reilly has named the present state of development of the web. But we are moving to Web N-Gage, the next generation of the web, which is all going to be not just an information retrieval place, not just a social meeting place, but actually a contextual presence where we will all be extending our souls to be part of that web experience. It's about context. The one thing that makes us, the human beings, different from the rest of the creatures on this planet is that we are aware. I am aware that I am right now in San Francisco on this podium addressing game developers. I am aware that my heartbeat is about 250 because I'm so excited about the topic that I'm discussing with you. I am aware that some of you are not listening to me. I am aware of many things, and actually with the help of this small computer that I have with me, I'm able to reflect my context, my awareness to other people so that they can reflect their context to me, and this new experience and the truly residing and living in the media, extending our soul, will start to happen. That's a very big change to what is presently called the Web 2.0. Web N-Gage